John, the reason we're here is because of what I'm going to show you all right now.
Why we chose this time and day, like why it was.
You didn't.
Yeah,
you weren't expecting to do it this day, were you?
Not this soon. No.
Please enjoy this. On April 1st, 2015, a star was born. John, a native of Long Island.
I was called the Long Island accented Big Mouth.
You are.
Made his debut as Howard Stern know-it-all.
So say hi to everyone.
I get special guest status for Kevin Rock here at the end of the Lotus credit.
Yes, you're on everything. Yeah. You have a present. So
he specialized in blowing the roof off the dump.
Speaking of Big Black, let me just read what Beanie Max is here.
You're an asshole.
With straight-shooting opinion, comedy, satire, and a relentless pursuit for evidence of male pattern balding, Arm represents the everyman, whilst also being a respected leader.
During 9/11, even though I was in Brooklyn, I pretended that I was in the Pentagon.
Arm's antics made him a standout. So much so that at one point he even found himself being courted by one of Stern's most infamous douchebags.
I asked Arm a question. Why don't you respond to my DMs? Why not? I had an easier time getting in touch with Trump.
On very rare occasions, he stumbled.
But Gary Puppet, I'm sorry about your father, man. Rest in peace.
What? What are you talking about?
Gary Puppet's father passed away.
What? He just had a birthday yesterday.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
I thought
I'm sorry that I'm laughing, Gary.
I had a Robin. Uncle Larry says I had a Robin Quivers moment.
You literally.
I gotta fire my interns. Josie Wales is right. Gary Puppet. Arm meant well.
Gary Puppet said I just shit my shorts.
But he never lets these things keep him down.
Great point by, and this is classic, Sizzle Chest. So Sizzle Chest 69 says, said by the man who...
I'm gonna get a clip of John saying Sizzle Chest.
Said by the man who doesn't touch his own mouth.
Classic Sizzle Chest.
Arm also made it clear that he wanted us to know about his interests.
Just like a great athlete, you don't get your best performances until after 1 p.m.
His theories.
I got a spin-off idea. How about Wonky Eye for the Straight Guy?
And his deepest thoughts.
And there's nothing wrong with a big forehead. It gives people character, and I have no problem with it at all.
His emotions sometimes got the better of him.
Wait, like, I've never been part of the fan club that thinks that Howard wears a wig.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
But we understood where he was coming from.
How lazy are these actors? This is Jessica Chastain. Molly Bloom's hair is she's a brunette. It's raven hair. She's black hair. Dye your hair black. She's not a redhead. We know you're using the name. Just put a wig on. The easiest thing in the world to do. And if your red hair doesn't work here, go f*** yourself. Just change the hair color to what it's supposed to be. It drives me mental.
With the penchant for vaudeville-style act-outs and throaty renditions of classic hits, John has won over listeners from day one.
I am familiar with sarcasm. As the notorious B.I.G. said, more gigabytes, more problems. You can't have enough space. My wife, she's a real pain in the ass. I screamed that out the window when I drove by.
In 2021, he successfully pivoted and diversified by founding the only podcast dedicated to the life and times of John Christopher Depp II.
I called the guy the most charismatic human being and/or actor entertainer in the history of mankind. He is the top one percentile, maybe the number one chameleon actor that can straddle the line between leading man and character actor.
A robust Patreon endeavor has also been warmly accepted by John's fans. Of recent, 2024 saw the start of a new venture, a Howard Stern-related podcast entitled Lotus Notes.
Because I want respect. Some people say our show was the first reality show. I don't think there's one thing I've ever said on the radio that would have been found.
In conclusion, there are many men named John, but there is only one John Arm. Congratulations on 10 fucking years.
And the jerk off to myself continues as I post my middle school of the year official awards for BonJovial to see. I had no idea that was coming. I almost, it's what you guys did. Did not that you need it. Did BonJovial write you a script to tag team voice over that?
Yeah, I mean, he did. I tried to read it in my soothing David voice as much as possible. But it's
crazy how he went back to 2000. This is 10 years.
10 years today.
Started, yeah, that was 10 years ago. BonJovial's got all his receipts, the Small Wonder reference. Like, I don't remember half of that. I mean, I don't think you realize, and you're a pretty humble guy, as a matter of fact. I don't think you both are, actually, how good that video was. I was almost like a gape. Where I didn't know where to start to comment on it.
You know, Bon made the video. Like, I did that voiceover. It took me 1 minute. So it's really Bon's efforts. I don't want
That would be funny if you just took credit, though, for the whole thing.
I made the whole thing.
That's what Howard does. That's what Howard does, right? Anytime there was like a prank call or anything good on there, he would take credit for what everybody else did. That's what Howard does.